Hey, what's up guys? Ross Thomas here for the Brotographer.com, and today I want to tell you guys why I think the Monopod still might have its place in your gear kit in 2019, with a few caveats. So being a Sony shooter with really good IBIS coming from my Canon system, I've really never used a monopod or seen the need in my workflow to use a monopod before. Typically, I'll either shoot handheld with the IBIS turned on a tripod, or on a gimbal. But over the last couple months, I have found some uses for a monopod in certain situations where it just helps me get a different, unique shot, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. So iFootage was kind enough to send me out their K5 ball head, which is a fluid head and is really awesome. Their C180 carbon fiber monopod a few months ago. I've been using it ever since. Full disclosure, yes, they did send it to me, but no, they didn't ask me to say anything. I used it however I wanted. So the very first thing I did when I got this ball head was, of course, I put on the Manfrotto 323 quick release system onto it so I could take my A7 III and A7R III quickly on and off of it. And next I thought, how can I get some unique shots and not just have boring stagnant shots that look like they were shot on the tripod anyways? So here's a brief overview of the C180 monopod. So the C180 monopod has got these really cool feet. We'll get to these later for low shooting. Then it's got 4 sections. I did opt for the quick release, not the little twist system. I have found over time that these are way better. The twist system that I used to use, and I actually still have on a lot of my tripods, I actually don't prefer anymore. These are plenty strong enough, especially when I'm using my Sony system, so I prefer them. These slide out very easily and they lock really easily as well. So it's got 4 sections, 3 little clips right here, and that's very simple. Another really cool thing about the C180 is that it actually has a ball head on the bottom. So if you don't want to move the top of your monopod, if you don't want to mess with pan and tilt up here, you actually can move it on the bottom. And that's a really cool feature. We'll get to why this feature right here in particular is extremely cool in just a second. And right up here on top of the C180 is just a 3/8 inch screw. You can mount any fluid head to it. It's really simple and easy. So in terms of the feature set, that's pretty much it, except for one extremely important feature. By far the coolest feature of the C180 monopod system, and why I think that you should seriously look into getting it if you need certain shots, is their little quick release system that I haven't told you about yet. So you see this little red tab right here? All you do is pull it down, and you can actually pull the top out of it. Let me put the camera back here. I'm gonna move the monopod up, and you will see on the bottom of the monopod right here, you can actually do the same exact thing and remove the entire top portion of the monopod. Now what you get right here is the bottom portion. This is where I think this monopod excels. So I'm gonna actually take the top portion of this monopod and click it right on to the bottom portion. And now you've got a low shot monster. This thing is amazing with all the same capabilities as your large monopod. You can put this on a table, you can put this on the floor, you can use this to vlog, you can use this however you want, and this is by far one of my favorite setups, not only for video, but actually for photo as well. In addition to super low shooting, you can put down these feet. And we all know these Sony cameras are pretty lightweight and actually hard to keep really stable. Good thing they have good IBIS, but if you want a little more stability, you can actually hold on to the neck right here where this ball head is, and you have a little more stability if you want to shoot handheld up to the eye. And in my experience, that is extremely stable. This is a little bit heavy down here because these are aluminum on the feet and not carbon fiber. Put it up to the face, you've got another point of contact, and it's extremely steady when shooting handheld, especially through the EVF in these Sony and mirrorless cameras. So the shots that I think you can get, first is the high shot, second is the medium shot, and third is the low shot. And that's why I think the C180, especially with that Komodo K5 ball head, is a really good option for you. So what I like to do in my gym that I own, Core Fitness here in Modesto, to get some unique shots, and I can't show you all the shots because I typically can't show people's faces, so I like to boom out all those sections and fully extend it, putting the feet against my chest, holding the monopod up high to get some shots overlooking people on the top of them. It's almost like a boom shot or a drone shot within my gym, because it has really high ceilings and I'm able to do that. It just gives you a different perspective on the workout or whatever it is that we're trying to market. So the second shot, the medium shot, is your basic monopod shot. You're gonna be holding it eye level or chest level, using the ball head on the bottom of the monopod or the ball head on the top of the monopod with the Komodo K5 fluid head to actually do some panning and tilting and all that good stuff. And that's typically what people have used monopods for in the past, and that's not my favorite shot. I don't think it's very dynamic. I either like to get under or over people, but that is the second shot that you can do with this monopod. Now the third shot, and I think by far my favorite shot, is to use it in that extremely low configuration. I own a gym and you want to make people feel really powerful, and getting beneath them gives that sense that they are bigger and more powerful. They feel good about themselves and they feel like they're doing something awesome. Just gives a really unique perspective to get far under. So not only when you're on the ground can you tilt the bottom ball head back, but then you can loosen up and do some really interesting moves where I'm leaning back and actually looking forward. And now look how close I can actually get to the ground with this ball head. It's really close, it's nice and stable, and then I can do some pans upward if I want, or get whatever it is that I'm trying to get with that particular shot. But this configuration is by far my favorite, and for this configuration alone, I think looking at this monopod should be something that you seriously do. I think it's really cool. This thing can hold a ton of weight, especially with this ball head on top of it, and I think that you'll get some shots that you haven't got in the past. Most people are out there pushing gimbals as the end-all be-all of video-related products, but we all know that isn't necessarily true. I love hand-holding video. I love it on a gimbal. It provides a really cool look, but having that really high or really low unique perspective could be something that kind of gets you out of that rut and gives you a different perspective and helps you tell the story in whatever way that is that you're trying to tell the story in your video. And that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, you're trying to convey something. For me, like I said, I really love this low configuration because it makes the subject seem more powerful, and I own a gym, and that's something that's really important to me in my videos. But if it's not important to you in your videos, may not be the product that's right for you. So what are some cons of a product like this? Now this is the carbon fiber version, so price is probably gonna be a little bit of con for you. For the C180 Cobra 2 monopod, you're looking about 150 bucks. And then for the Komodo K5 ball head, you're also looking about 150 bucks. Altogether, that's about 300 bucks. Now, concerning this ball head is absolutely amazing. I've had zero problems with it. It is wonderful to use, and it's actually one of my favorite ball heads I've ever used. And 150 bucks for a really good ball head that's gonna last you 10, 20 years it's essentially nothing, and it pays for itself almost immediately. Now, $150 for a monopod is a little bit more expensive, so you need to figure out if this is going to provide you a unique enough angle / look where 150 bucks for a monopod is worth it. Now, I find myself using it more and more, and 150 bucks for a monopod would probably be worth it at this point for me, because I've already invested in a gimbal and solid tripods, so a monopod is just one more tool to use. Now, if you're also using Sony Alpha or mirrorless or just smaller cameras in general, the fact that you can just stand this up, not in all situations, and I don't recommend it with a crazy heavy setup, but you can actually just stand this bad boy up and pretty much set it and forget it. See right here on the ground, we're all set up. If you need to film something static or stationary like this, these monopods are a fantastic product and do a fantastic job just holding up your camera like that. Now, really only the second con that I can see is bulk, but come on guys, you're a video shooter, you know that video gear is bulky. I know there's this minimalistic approach lately to gear, but if you do want stuff like gimbals and tripods and monopods, it is going to provide some bulk. Now, this is a singular product, so it's not as bulky as something like a gimbal, but take that in consideration as well. Now, I also forgot to mention that you can actually take off the legs and turn this thing into a regular monopod. Like, I own the 100 to 400 G Master, and I plan to take this out with my kids for his baseball season this year. My oldest Jeremiah is in T-ball, and I'm really looking forward to using the straight monopod feature and putting a photography head onto this as well and using it for photos. Now, this is definitely not like a full-fledged review on this product, but it's definitely my thoughts and opinions on how a monopod could definitely go into your workflow and help you get those shots. I highly recommend this monopod. It definitely has helped me get shots that would be very hard to get. Normally for specifically those low shots, I'd have to get a tripod out, extend the legs all the way out so it's super low, or have it be kind of flimsy, low to the ground with the short little stubby legs. But with this, it makes it super easy with the integrated fluid ball head and their little quick release system that I showed you earlier. It is a fantastic feature, and for that alone, I think this is a great product. Secondly, for those super high up shots, those are great. And thirdly, if you want to add this, if you have a lighter gimbal, you can actually add it to that thread on the bottom of most gimbals and get some really unique gimbal shots if you've been working out, and I know you all have. Anyways, those are my thoughts and opinions on the iFootage gear, Komodo K5 fluid ball head, and the C180 carbon fiber monopod. So shoot me a comment in the comment section below if you like using monopods and if you have any questions, particularly about this one here from iFootage gear. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and I am super stoked about that. If you're interested in this product, there are links in the description below. Those are affiliate links, and anytime you click through and purchase, it does help out this channel, and I highly appreciate it. I'm Ross Thomas for thebrotographer.com. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in this long, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.